Hello everybody, in today's video we're going to be doing a moneymaker found by a subscriber, but we're calling it the Adel method. I did a bit of testing and it makes quite a bit of money, especially in early game. It doesn't take that far to get to it. It may take a little time because you do have to find specifically the swamp biome and you need to find a amethyst geode. So while you're exploring, if you do end up finding the swamp biome, you might come over a frog village that kind of looks like this. Has like mushroom buildings and they have like rippets in here wherever they are. Like I got one right here. Got a fishing rod, and this is the guy who we're going to be using. And if you look for this structure right here, I've noticed that this seems to be like the fisherman house, and it looks like there's only one house, or like one fisherman at least, in every village that I found so far. Like specifically, there's like, one here, there, and there. And every single one of them did have only one fisherman. So that is what I'm assuming, and that is what I'm going with. But ideally in the future, you find like a few of these guys. Hopefully it has good trades on them because, for instance, this guy, he has actually an amazing trade right here. For instance, four amethyst shards or 21 cooked cod. Now, just alone, like you can see, the whole value is 32 and you get 500 from it. So you're already making a lot of money. If you go to like another village though, this guy right here, it's like he doesn't have that option. You have to pay him fish for the amethyst shards. So hopefully you get lucky in that sense. Now, first things first, it's like, how do you get amethyst shards? Well, in this village alone, you can actually go and into these chests and get a bunch of amethyst and some fish also. So I'll just, goodness, that's not what I want to do. I'll go through all of the chests here and I'll come back to it when I loot everything and then we'll see how many amethyst shards we get from the village. Okay, so with scouring all the chests, I got 56 of those things, a bunch of fish, and other things. But we're going to need a lot more amethyst shards in the future. Now, the easiest thing again is, like I said in the beginning, is we got to find the amethyst geode. That'll give us a lot of stuff. Now, if you're running around the world, you may want to like take note of these guys. They do have some amethyst blocks in here. I will mine them just to see how many we get. But you will need a cutting board and a knife to be able to get the most out of it. So let me go do this real quick. And obviously you probably want to keep yourself like the budding ones in the future. Or there is other like, farming stuff like the fish. I think specifically the koi fish actually now gives the amethyst shards. Getting all of those guys, we got 39 blocks, 32 extra shards, and a little bit extra over here. I think like 4 or 8. Which is quite a bit because remember, with these blocks, as long as we have that cutting board and we use a pickaxe on with it, we'll get 4 shards for every single one of those things. Which is really good. Now, how do we make the cutting board? Well, we're going to need 2 earth crystals. Now, specifically, you got to come down into mines and then you'll just see them kind of like out and about. And you can just mine them and whatnot. You just come off it, mine it, and you'll get it, right? Another way you can do this is if you have your shaders on, which if you don't know how to do that, you go to your options, video settings, and then in Oculus, put on that. And then the water will become something like this. I use the unbound version. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The point is to be able to see under the water. Now, you wouldn't be flying, but you'd be using a boat, maybe trying to go across the thing. But I would suggest take note and look down underneath because you might get lucky with something like that, right? Where it has like this basalt, the smooth basalt blocks and I think calcite. But this here is a geode, and I did mark it off, and you can see there's a bunch of, blocks of amethyst in here. And, as you're going across the ocean, you might, like, see more. Like, I think, yeah, like, I got one there. They're pretty sparse. I might have missed some, obviously, but those are the ones I saw quick and easy. And actually, in the skull cavern, it's very easy to, like, find them. Just because you can just, look on the map. Like, for instance, if you look on the map, you can see all these purple stuff. These are all amethyst geodes that you can potentially go to. Just, make sure you just right-click it, waypoints, and then create a waypoint just so you know which way you want to go. And then you just dig straight down to it. But you can see, like, literally right here, from this geode alone, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different ones. Oh, 6. Bam, bam, bam. Like, oh, there's a bunch, clearly. So just, mine down a little. But we'll mine this guy next and we'll just see how many we get. Alrighty, with it all mined, we got about, I think like 600 extra blocks and the shards. So now we're going to go use that cutting board, turn these all into the shards, and then we're going to go do the moneymaker. And you are right clicking, by the way, not left clicking, because if you left click, you're just trying to mine it. So just right click. And by the way, you can automate the whole process using create with like the deployers. So that is an option if you wanted to do that. Alrighty. It looks like they went into my backpack. We got like 2,600 there. I'm going to just transfer it over to the chest. Okay, finally, now we just take all that stuff. We'll just take that many for now. We'll come over to the fisher guy. And obviously we'll go to the one with the better fish. And we'll just buy it. And that is it for the day. But obviously, like a normal villager, right? He will slowly reset. And that's why I said, you know, hit up all these villages and find like a good one. I did try setting up the deployer for the auto trading, but does not work because it's a trader itself. It doesn't have a block. So that doesn't work. I don't know any way of automating this. So maybe if you guys know, let me know in the comments. But we just take all these fish and then we need a knife, specifically you can use a flint knife, which is pretty easy to make. It is 1 flint and 1 stick. And we do the same process. We put the fish in our offhand and like so. And the reason why we do this is every single fish, when we're cutting it, turns into cooked cod. Now you have to trust me on this because this process right here is doubling our money. Now, how it works, or why it works is, here, let me just break this log real quick. This is the whole reason why we're doing this. We take this log, turn it into planks, turn them into sticks. And where did it go? Right here. Check this out, right? 1 fish plus 1 stick equals 153, guys. Just putting a stick with it. Or we take it with 2, right? And it's the same thing. So same fish is now worth 300 gold per fish, guys, per fish. And we got, what was it? 21 fish. So that is why we're doing that. And then same thing, right? You're doing this and you do get bone meal for it. And the easiest way also is if you have a chest with a magnet and it had a stack upgrade, it will all go into there. I think I have like my magnet on currently, so I'll just do that. But let's go back a little. So it takes it. But I'll go through this whole process real quick. And once it's all done, we're going to see how much we actually made. Okay, guys, for the whole thing, we got 1,342 right there. And 672 bone meal. Now, these fish right over here is from like the village still. I won't touch those. We'll just go with the geodes that we got from the daily trade. Actually, let's see. Look at that, guys. It's already ready. I processed everything. I can buy it again, but we're just going to hold off for a second. We're going to now take all these guys and get a bunch of sticks. Just do that. Oh, whoops. Oh, that's right. Not on God mode. Do that. Like so. And then our inventory. Alrighty, that is the last one. Let's see how much money we theoretically made if we sold everything right now. And remember, guys, we have a bunch of amethyst shards still left, right? We just made $205,000 in a night's work of honestly like really early game stuff that you can potentially do. It just takes a little bit of time. But remember, it's already ready. Again, we can do the whole cycle again. So thank you for Adel for sharing this method. If you guys know any other methods, do let me know down in the comments and maybe I can make the video for it. But with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope this video helped you out at all, and I'll see you guys in the next one.